straight to the point. This is the UPN 50, 10 o'clock news.
World Wrestling Football. Is the league heading here?
Holding on 50 tonight, extreme mountain bikers take to the trails.
UPN 50 confronts a store owner selling fake photos.
Red Wing hockey is 30 minutes away, but we've got your pregame coverage live. And good evening, everybody. I'm Rich Fisher. What a smackdown tonight, huh?
What a smackdown. Tonight's first story, well, the World Wrestling Federation is taking on the NFL, forming a new football league called the XFL. It's going to be exciting, exhilarating. It's going to be extreme. Football like you have never seen it before. Could the city of Detroit land a team? We'll toss it over to UPN 50's Jerry Millen for details. Jerry?
Thanks, Amyre. Rich, now the league is going to consist of 8 teams. Now 6 have been selected, 2 have not. So that means Detroit could very well be in the running. We'll find that out within 60 days. Now, what we do know is the league will kick off next February, and it promises to be raw.
The XFL is football with attitude. You're not going to believe this.
The knockdown, drag-out attitude of the WWF is coming to a football field near you.
And once more, where's the kind of football that I grew up on, that I love, that the NFL used to be?
6 cities have already been selected, including New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Orlando, Miami, and Washington, D.C. 2 remain. So can Detroit, with an arena team already on the way, handle another football team?
Detroit has a very big interest in football. I think it has a great chance of making it if they can get some to the people that the people really want to see, which is great football.
Guy who's in charge of big-time wrestling or whatever they call it. Are they going to have fake football games? I don't know. Is it going to all be scripted, or is it going to actually be a real football game? I don't know. I don't think it's going to make it.
If there's already an arena league, I would go watch it, but I mean, I'll pay $2. I'm not going to spend $50 a game like I would for an NFL game.
Tonight, I talked with local wrestling expert, the Brooklyn Brawler, for his input.
The city of Detroit needs a team in the XFL. I think it would be fantastic to have a team here, being it's a tremendous wrestling town, tremendous football town. I mean, everyone loves the Lions.
So how about the guys in the NFL? We tracked down Detroit Lion Tony Semple.
You're putting yourself in a situation for another failure. I mean, you can't even support, the Lions. You got one team right here. And with wrestling the way it's going, they're growing at an alarming rate right now. To branch off and do something else, I think would be stupid.
Now, the key for the XFL is that their schedule doesn't start until the NFL season is over, which means the 2 leagues won't even be going head-to-head. So come spring 2001, the question is, are you ready for some WWF football? Amyre?
Thank you, Jerry. And this is just in. The WWF is coming back to the Joe Louis Arena. SmackDown will return to Detroit Tuesday, May 16th. Tickets go on sale this Saturday at 10 in the morning. You can buy them at Joe Louis, the Fox Ticket box office, or Ticketmaster. The telephone number, area code 248-645-6666. Their web address, www.ticketmaster.com. And if you miss that information, stick around. We'll give it to you again later on in this show. Rich?
Well, imagine being arrested time and time again, accused of being a prostitute because your own sister keeps giving cops your name when she gets busted. Well, that's exactly what's happening to a Detroit woman. And tonight, she says she just can't take it anymore. UPN 50's Mike Bowersock is live in Detroit with a story you'll only see here on 50. Mike?
Yeah, Rich, 8 Mile Road, it's known as a stretch where prostitutes look for jobs and often are caught by police. It is not uncommon for them to give fake names, and as you're about to see, that may be the biggest crime of all.
I would actually try to follow in her footsteps because she is the only sister I have.
But now, 30-year-old Kristen James' older sister is forcing her to walk a rocky path that sounds like a living nightmare. Kristen James is a full-time college student and single mom. According to 10 years of court records, she's also
a prostitute.
She claims her sister is a hooker who works 8 Mile Road. Every time her sister Kayleen is arrested or ticketed, she uses Kristen's name, birth date, and address. Police then come looking for Kristen.
There's nothing to stop her from using my name. And because she's my sister, she knows everything about me.
Today, she was once again dragged into court.
I was handcuffed.
Forced to pay a bond.
Being thrown in a bullpen with 12 men.
All because she claims her sister was once again ticketed for prostitution.
I can't take it anymore. For 10 years, I have been subject to a lot of mess. And today, being in a bullpen and being strip searched was not fun at all.
Close as children, they grew apart as teenagers. Kristen says Kayleen started using drugs and ended up on the street.
I never stopped praying. I don't think anybody in the family ever stops praying. Even now, I mean, I love my sister to death, and there's nothing that I wouldn't do for her, but now she's ruining my life.
You know, so often we do these stories, you hear them, and tomorrow they are forgotten about. We're not going to let that happen on this one. She will be back in court on February 25th for another court date on 3 prostitution charges. We will be there. We will let you know what happens that night. Reporting live in Detroit, I'm Mike Bowers, UPN 50, 10 o'clock news.
A 36-year-old Brighton man suspected of kidnapping a 10-month-old baby will be charged in just a matter of hours. Police say Teresa Clagg left their baby inside her minivan with the engine running while she ran inside this store yesterday. Police say that's when the man stole the van with the baby inside. The van and baby were found a short time later outside a restaurant in Pontiac. Cops say that Clagg and the suspect know each other, but they won't say how. Well, new tonight, a security guard at Plymouth Canton High School has been charged with raping a 15-year-old student.
Yeah, take a look at him. This is a guy, 31-year-old Terry Barnhart, was arraigned in Plymouth. Police say he had a sexual relationship with a girl back in 1998. She's now 17. Barnhart has worked at the high school since 1996, but was recently fired after an investigation into the allegations. Plymouth Canton schools tell us they did a thorough background check on Barnhart before hiring him. But we found out he was convicted of assault and battery and prowling several years ago.
A tough day for Detroit students and their parents. 30 kids were hauled into juvenile court for truancy. Most pled guilty to missing too much school, and they were put on probation, meaning one more unexcused absence, and they will be sent to a juvenile facility. For now, the kids who pled guilty are on tethers, and a small number of students opted for a trial. They will be back in court at the end of the month. Well, a sewage scandal in Clinton Township has city officials red hot tonight. They are absolutely denying that they illegally dumped millions of gallons of raw sewage into the Clinton River and then covered it up. UPN 50's Sherry Christian joins us with more. Sherry?
Yeah, Amyre, I spoke to the 3 full-time Clinton Township board members tonight. They say it's political firebombing. William Sowerby, James Cinnamon, and Dennis Tomlinson say they found out about the illegal pumping system in May of '98 and immediately sought to correct the problem. As for allegations of a cover-up, they showed me documents from a meeting last year where a $25,000 sewage pump removal project was approved by all the board members, including Maurice Morissette and Robert Cannon, who are claiming cover-up.
I mean, why would you vote on $25,000 expenditure and not know what you're voting on?
It's quite obvious the facts demonstrate that it was brought out in public at township board meetings, and these very people have voted to support resolving the issue.
Morissette and Cannon told me by phone tonight they thought they were voting on a sewer pump upgrade project and deny knowing the pumps were polluting the Clinton River. And by the way, Cannon is running against James Cinnamon in an upcoming election, and that's why, Rich and Amyre, the allegations are being called political.
Boy, that's a mess.
Yeah, it is a mess. Talk about mess. It's kind of a mess outside.
It really is a little slippery out there.
Yes,
snow's falling, and it's a wet snow, and so roads are slick. Be careful out there. Look at the numbers for Detroit today. 34 was your high, 24 your low. There are the normals and the records for February 3rd. Outside right now, overcast, 33 degrees. That's our latest reading. Here's first warning Doppler. You can see what's happening. Snow all over lower Michigan. Here's your wall side window on tomorrow morning. We're looking at light snow, 27 degrees. By noontime, we're up to 30 degrees and light snow in the area. Coming up in about 10 minutes, I'll be back talking about more snow in our future. Also, areas of fog tonight. That plus your 5-day forecast. We'll see you then. Rich, back to you.
Okay, Jim, see you then. Ford Motor Company giving computers to every single one of its 350,000 employees. Ford says they'll provide each worker with a computer, printer, and internet access for just $5 a month. Hewlett Packard is supplying the computers and the printers, and they'll start shipping them in a few weeks. On your mark, get set, detour. Yes, the Orange Barrel Polka is just about to begin along I-696. Beginning tomorrow night, 696 will be shut down completely. Every weekend from I-75 to Northwestern Highway, crews will be busy replacing cement beams underneath 3 pedestrian plazas. That project is expected to be finished this June. Maybe freezing cold outside, but it's nice and warm in L.A., and that's where the Red Wings are right now.
That's exactly where they are. The Wings are taking on the Kings at 10:30. That's right after this newscast tonight, and you can see the action right here on UPN 50.
Beer in a plastic bottle. Yep, we'll serve up the story for you in just 2 minutes.
I'm Meg Oliver. When you're a diehard cyclist, nothing gets in your way, not even the snow. We'll show you how some local cyclists are training for an upcoming race in the snow straight ahead.
And good evening, everyone. I'm Tom Susi. Tonight I'm on the trail that crook peddling counterfeit pictures of Tiger Stadium. That story straight ahead.
Do you have a story that you would like us to expose? Call the UPN 50 investigators at 1-800-WKBD-TV50. AirTouch cellular customers can dial star 5050. Airtime free. The UPN 50 10 o'clock news. Straight to the point.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Sumner Plumbing. We want to be your plumber.
When you have a plumbing or sewer problem, call Sumner Plumbing Emergency Router Service. Why Sumner? We're master plumbers with over 50 years experience. With radio dispatch trucks, we're just minutes away from your home or business. Let our team of clean, courteous professionals show you what a difference our commitment to complete customer satisfaction makes.
When you have sewer or drain problems, you need service fast. Take advantage of Sumner's guaranteed no results, no charge policy. Call 1-888-844-PIPE.
I'm Andy Jacob, president of Worldwide Financial. Worldwide's just revamped our credit guidelines to include virtually every homeowner who needs a loan for any reason. These easy money loans are so easy to get, we'll approve your loan right over the phone right now. No initial meeting, no embarrassing interview, no matter how bad your credit, easy money loans, just an easy call away. To Worldwide at 1-800-CALL-ANDY. That's 1-800-CALL-ANDY.
Volkswagen owners really love their cars, so we're not surprised that the Jetta was ranked most appealing car in its class by J.D. Power and Associates.
I'm okay.
Contact lens wearers may soon be able to shop around for bargains.
Yeah, that is if a new bill passes in Lansing. Now, the bill would require that all eye doctors give patients a copy of their contact lens prescriptions so they can shop around for the best price. Right now, that's not the case. If the bill passes, Michigan would join about 24 other states that have such a law. Next time you buy a beer at a ball game, you may notice a big difference. And this is the reason. It's a plastic beer bottle. Miller is introducing the bottle and will sell it at stadiums as an alternative to glass. Plastic beer bottles will show up in Michigan in about 2 months. And yes, Miller is the official beer of Comerica Park and Joe Louis Arena.
Well, talk about going to extremes.
Straight ahead, we'll hit the trails with extreme bikers and show you how you can ride along and race against them.
I'm meteorologist Jim Madaus. A little more snow coming our way and a complete look at your weekend. I'll have all your weather straight ahead.
And we are just 15 minutes away from the Wings versus the Kings. You're looking at live pictures right now. Mickey Redmond and Ken Daniels will join us live from L.A. That's at 10:22.
UPN 50 First Warning Weather is brought to you by your 31 Metro Detroit Ford dealers.
Can the Wings conquer defenseman Rob Blake and the LA Kings? Find out tonight at 10:30, right after the UPN 50 10 o'clock news.
You gotta think Ford first, 'cause you want the best and nothing.
The 2000 Ranger is the best-selling compact truck in its class for the past 12 years, and right now you can lease one for only $157 per month. Current lessees can release a Ranger Super Cab 4x4 for only $157 per month for 24 months with $2681 to its signing. Ranger's equipped with a V6, 4-wheel ABS brakes, air, and automatic for only $157 per month.
For 31 Metro Detroit Ford dealers, think Ford first.
They're here. Over 300 boats are now at the Silverdome. Plus, the Silverdome Show gives you more. A full-fledged fishing show. The Silverdome Boat Sport and Fishing Show now through Sunday.
Make some time for Hudson's 13-hour sale. Even if you can't, take your time. Hudson's 13-hour sale. In step with life, your life. Start Saturday, end Saturday.
Over
Over the years, I've faced some pretty tough challenges. Spyglass, Bay Hill, Pebble Beach. But there's one challenge I hope I never have to face again. That's why I eat my Wheaties.
Numerous studies confirm that a low-fat diet rich in whole-grain foods like Wheaties may reduce the risk of certain digestive cancers. 100% whole-grain Wheaties.
Shouldn't you be eating your Wheaties?
Gibraltar Trade Center invites you to visit the Computer and Technology Show and the Antique and Collectible Show this weekend at Gibraltar Trade Center in Mount Clemens.
Well, tonight, a famous Michigan artist is offering a $1,000 reward to capture a thief.
It's a follow-up to a story that UPN 50 broke last night. This photograph of Tiger Stadium has been illegally copied. You'll see it in a second. It was being sold around town. Well, tonight, UPN 50 investigator Tom Susi confronted one local store owner who sold the fake.
With his lawyer looking on, Merv Aronoff says he had no idea that his store was selling bootleg copies of Dale Fisher's now famous aerial shot of Tiger Stadium.
I purchased from a vendor, just like a lot of them that come in off the street, and I had no idea that this particular one was something I wasn't supposed to sell.
As we first showed you last night, the art show gallery in the Oakland Mall was selling these phony pictures of Tiger Stadium. Our hidden camera also shows plaques bearing that same photo. Aronoff's store was selling the pictures for $30 a piece. A signed original Fisher print goes for $300. Aronoff says he unknowingly bought those phonies sometime last year.
There's no way to track to see if something is supposed to be sold or not supposed to be sold.
And tonight, the trail of this phony photo caper leads to the Gibraltar Trade Center. Dale Fisher says his office got a telephone call from a man who would only identify himself as Wayne. The man says he bought the pictures at the Trade Center sometime back in December and sold them to the art show gallery because he needed the money.
As far as the person that sold them to me, that's something that I am going to deal with Dale Fisher, and that's it.
Now tonight, Aronoff's store is no longer selling those pictures or the plaques, but photographer Dale Fisher is thinking about taking legal action. Now, if you know who's responsible for the phony photos, call the Fisher Gallery. That number, 517-522-3705. He's offering a $1,000 reward to catch the crook. Back to you.
Okay, Tom, thanks. Tonight, both black boxes from Alaska Airlines Flight 261 have now been pulled from the Pacific Ocean. The MD-80's flight data recorder was pulled from the ocean floor just hours ago and is expected to close the book on what caused that plane to nosedive into the Pacific last Monday. The voice recorder recovered yesterday details the crew struggling to pull the plane out of a nosedive. All 88 people on board were killed. And the next time you fly American Airlines, you're going to be able to stretch a little more. The airline is providing more leg room on all of their aircraft beginning this summer. They're pulling 2 rows from coach and giving you 5 more inches to relax. Alterations will cost the airline about $70 million. Well, if you've got a mountain bike, it's time to hit the trail, and who cares about the snow?
In fact, as Meg Oliver is about to show us, some die-hard athletes are training for the ultimate mountain bike snow challenge.
It's definitely quieter. I mean, there's nobody out there.
It's the solitude of the park and the fresh blanket of snow that draws these die-hard cyclists deep into the woods. With icy snow-caked tires, they slip, slide, and sweat for hours.
It's not as cold once you start riding. I mean, you really warm up if you're wearing the right stuff.
It's all part of their treacherous daily training for the upcoming Paul Bunyan 2000 Winter Mountain Bike Series. A 4-mile race through the woods and over the snow to the finish line here at Bloomer Park.
It's a little bit tougher, but it's a lot of fun. If you fall, it doesn't hurt as much.
John Hughes and Jason Scott are members of the Wolverine racing team. The teenagers mountain bike year-round. In the winter, they slow down a bit, but not much. They still muscle out at least 50 miles a week.
I basically ride so much I know the trail without even having to see the trail.
Well, for a beginner like me, it's definitely tough keeping your balance. But for them, it's a challenge that keeps their skills razor sharp year-round.
Just fighting through it. I mean, it's hard to do, so it's worth it, though.
But even they admit there are times when they can't cut through it on wheels. That's when the pursuit continues on foot.
Hopefully I'd like to get first, but I don't know if that's going to happen, but that'd be my main goal.
In Rochester, Meg Oliver, UPN 50, 10 o'clock news.
And the next snow mountain bike race is set for February 13th at Bloomer Park in Rochester, and everybody is welcome. Well, if you want to check out another extreme sport this weekend, head on out to Mount Brighton, because Saturday, the annual Snowboarding Challenge promises to offer all sorts of thrills and spills on the slope. You saw the competitors training right here on UPN 50 last week. Thousands of people are expected to attend. The event starts at 11 a.m. sharp. And before we move on to weather, we want to make a correction. We inadvertently gave the wrong name. The name of the mother of the kidnapped baby is Leslie Sizeland. She's the woman who went in the store, left the baby in the minivan when the minivan was stolen. The suspect is expected to be arraigned in the morning in connection with that kidnapping.
Yeah, we apologize for that mistake. Okay. That's happened occasionally. Jimmy, what do we got coming up? Huh?
Well, we got some snow out there right now. We'll deal with that, and we'll talk about that. We'll look at first warning Doppler. But right now, tonight's pet night. Of course, every Tuesday and Thursday we show your pets, and the spotlight is on Hooch tonight. And Hooch is from Fairhaven. I'm told Hooch gets into a lot of things, and right now in this picture he's getting a little drink of water from that little waterfall there. Thanks for sending that in. Look at the numbers today. Outside in Detroit, 34 degrees your high, 24 your low, 0.06 of an inch of precipitation so far. By the way, in the background there, that's the top of the Renaissance Center. That's where our camera is, and it's so foggy that high up that we can't show you the city tonight, so we'll show you the roof. Anyway, look at the temperature. 33 degrees outside, 92% is our humidity, a south wind at 5 miles per hour, and a steady barometer. It's 29.67. All your local readings at the 10 o'clock hour, 33 metro, 34 city. Temperatures mainly in the low to mid-30s, very mild outside, and it's going to stay that way, and that's why the snow's falling as well, with a little system clipping right through the Great Lakes area. Other readings in the 20s and 30s across most of our local viewing area. Here is first warning Doppler, and again, you can see that snow pattern moving right across the lower counties here and right into our neck of the woods. We'll zoom into our local counties now, and you can see the pattern developing and moving right across portions of Oakland County, Wayne County, Livingston County, Washtenaw County, and all the way through southeast lower Michigan. That pattern is going to continue through the night. Low pressure will move toward the east. Fog tonight as well. Be careful if you're driving. Then a secondary low will move in tomorrow. High temperatures will be very mild tomorrow, with readings pretty close to where they were today. And here are your overnight lows and daytime highs for up north. Now your forecast for Detroit: light snow, areas of fog tonight, 27 degrees. Then for tomorrow, clouds, some light snow early. We'll get up to 33, another mild day. Then for the next 5 days, 33 tomorrow, 33 on Saturday, 27 Sunday. You get the picture, and still some light snow in the forecast, so have a great Friday.
And we are just about 8 minutes away from the Wings versus the Kings, live from L.A.
That's right. It's a big game for Detroit. Tim Swore will tell you why.
Thanks, guys. And with the All-Star break beginning tomorrow, St. Louis a point up in the standings. Detroit would love to get a win. Let's check in with our voices of Red Wings hockey, Ken Daniels and Mickey Redmond. Guys, Wings really do want to go into the break with the win tonight.
Well, yeah, Tim, who wouldn't? I mean, you have to get a victory here, and you know with the break coming up, and you got back-to-back with St. Louis next week, you want to have a victory here tonight. Are the Wings going to do anything different here tonight, Mick?
Well, I think they will. They got pounded pretty good at home by New Jersey. They had a tough physical game on Monday in Phoenix, and this L.A. team, let's face it, the Red Wings are a skilled team, and if people are thinking, if you let this team exhibit their skills, it'll give them lots of room to move around, they're going to kill you. It makes it obvious. They're going to try to run at you and do some physical damage. So I think Detroit's going to initiate more tonight. They're going to maybe look to have some people on Fedorov's right and left, like a Maltby, like a LaPointe, to give this guy a little bit of room and a little bit of protection, which wouldn't hurt at all. But I think we're in for a very physical first period.
And we saw it the other night in the game against Phoenix, where the goal was called back. It was a correct call, and Scotty Bowman spoke with Thomas Holmstrom this morning and said, look, Thomas, keep your rear end out of the crease. Exactly. Get out there a little bit more. You may get yourself a rebound. That'll be better for everybody. Let's not have any of the goals called back, and they're clamping down on obstruction, too. Could see a penalty parade. Who knows, Tim?
All right, guys, we'll see you at 6 minutes for the drop of the puck. Thank you very much. And, folks, don't forget your chance to get tickets for the WWF's Return to the Joe. We'll explain how you can do that coming up. Don't go away.
Good evening, sir. Your finest table? Reservation. Perhaps you'll find it under Washington. George Washington? Sir, that's only $1. Only $1. Don't you know that with 10, 10, 220, all calls up to 20 minutes are only 99 cents, and just 7 cents a minute after that. Plus, there's no monthly fee. Great rates and no monthly fee? All day, every day. Walk this way.
Dial 1010-220. Let me tell you about this supernatural sense of smell I have. It's telling me I can get 5 roast beef sandwiches for only $5.95. Dig that slow roasted aroma. That's horse's sauce. No, wait, that's Arby's sauce. Any way you dress them up, you get 5 sweet smelling sandwiches for only $5.95. And I understand they look pretty good, too.
You can go anywhere and get filled up, but you can only get the 5 for $5.95 deal at Arby's.
Love is in the air. Better be ready for your very special Valentine with a gift from America's leading jeweler. This Valentine's Day, let a diamond show your heart's in the right place.
No place but Simon's merchandise.
All diamonds up to 50% off for your Valentine. And from your heart to hers, a 1-carat diamond heart pendant. Now only $199.90, just in time for Valentine's Day. Shop in-store, by phone, or online.
No place but Simon's merchandise.
The front-wheel drive Lincoln Continental. A wonderfully split personality. With a lease of just $479 a month for 24 months with $999 down and only $1978 cash due at signing. Lincoln Continental. Now at your Metro Detroit Lincoln dealer.
His commitment to country is unquestioned, and his commitment to reducing wasteful spending is just as strong. With John McCain, there will be no special deals for special interests.
I will refuse to sign any pork barrel bill that crosses my desk, and if Congress overrides my veto and tries to force me to waste your money, I'll make sure you know who they are, every single one of them.
A man we can believe and believe in. John McCain, character, courage, for president.
Well, you're looking at the outside of Staples Center in Los Angeles. You know, we're just minutes away from the Wings versus the Kings. This is a new stadium. The Red Wings have never played that before, but inside in just a few minutes, they're going to take the ice, the Wings, the Kings, and there's going to be all kinds of action once again inside the Staples Center in Los Angeles.
They'll really break it in tonight, we hope. Once again, we want to let you know that SmackDown is coming back to Joe Louis Arena.
All that WWF action will rock the Joe Tuesday, May 16th. Tickets go on sale this Saturday, 10 a.m. at the Joe and the Fox Theater box office, or call Ticketmaster.
That's it for us. Thanks so much for being with us. Wings and the Kings coming up next. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow night. Good night.
Have a good night.